important that you need for your research. It's a reference manager called Mendeley. Mendeley. Now, if you don't have this software, just go to the website mendeley.com and download it. Mendeley.com, mendeley.com. All right, so just go there and you can download this software. It's a reference manager and it's free. You can use it to organize your research work, organize your references, annotate documents, many other things that you can use this software to do. Today I will just show you maybe 10% only of what Mendeley can do for you. So go to the website, make sure you have internet, then go to the website mendeley.com and you can download it. You can click here after visiting the website, or you can scroll down and then you can download here. Download Mendeley. Now, Mendeley can be downloaded for desktop Windows computers, laptops, Mac, notebooks, even hand devices, Android, iOS. You can download Mendeley and use them on those different devices. So I'm using Windows, so I'll click download Mendeley desktop for Windows, and then I'm going to download the software. All right, so this software is a free software and it's very user friendly, so you can use it. There are some other reference managers out there, but you have to pay for them. You have to pay for the license. Mendeley, you can use it for free, except of course you want to use the institutional edition for librarians and the such like. So download the software, download it for free, and then you will need to register it. The first time you're using the software, you register it using your email and then choose a password you want to use, preferably an alphanumeric password. So you download the software and then register it using your own email and a password that you want to be using. It doesn't have to be the password for your email, of course. You can use any password on Mendeley desktop. Now, Mendeley has the local one on your computer. It's called the Mendeley desktop, and then there is the online version that is called Mendeley web. All right, so the one I'm downloading now is the Mendeley desktop. It stores documents and different materials you need for your research work on your local desktop. Then there is the Mendeley web that stores documents on the cloud. So after downloading, you can just double click on the installer file, and then you can install the software. This is what it looks like. After you've installed it, you'll see it here. If you've chosen to have a desktop shortcut, you're going to see it here. And you can double click on the desktop shortcut. You double click and then you can open the software, and then you'll be able to register it, and then you can use it for different research work, writing, gathering information, literature, reading literature, even collaborating with other researchers around the world. Now, I already have an account which I want to sign in to. So I'm going to put my email and the password I used, and then I'm going to select this stay signed in, because I love to be permanently signed into my Mendeley desktop. If you're using this for the first time, you will need to click here, register, and make sure that you're on internet. When you click on the register, it will take you to the Mendeley web version, and you can create your profile, and then you can register the software free using your email and your chosen password. I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in to that account that is already existing. and I'm going to sign in to my Mendeley web account. I'm going to sign into it. If you are doing it for the first time, you can click on create an account, and you create an account. You add your name, you can put your picture, the institution where you work, and some other details. All right, so I've already done that, so I'm just going to quickly sign in to my Mendeley web account. This account is on the internet. Yes, it stores the same documents I have on the desktop. It stores them also on the internet. All right, so this is my Mendeley desktop, and then this is the online Mendeley, the Mendeley web. So I have my profile already created here. If I want to see my profile, I just click on my name or the photo I've uploaded, and then I'll be able to see my profile. This is my profile on Mendeley web. All right, so now the Mendeley desktop, let me show you something on the Mendeley desktop. Let me just close this because I already have this. I've already brought in references from previous reference managers that I was using. If you've not done that, you can bring in references from other reference managers you were using previously. You can bring them in, and then there is what is called the Microsoft Word plugin that allows you to cite while you're writing. I will show you that shortly. So let me just close this, and let me also close this. So I'll try to make my own Mendeley desktop look a little bit slightly like yours. I've used this for about 8 years, so I have so many folders that I've created for past research work and things of interest to me, documents that I've been able to bring into the library over time, and I have different groups that I belong to. So what I want to do now is I just want to create a folder. You see this icon here, it says create a folder. This helps you to organize your Mendeley library the way you want it to be, just like a physical library is organized into different sections, books for different maybe faculties, departments, and things like that. You can organize your own library. So let me just create a folder that is empty. So let me just click there and create a folder. I want to call that folder COVID-19. COVID-19, since we're in the COVID-19 era. So I just call it COVID-19. So I've typed the name after highlighting by clicking on create folder. And then I can click on anywhere outside here, anywhere outside. I can just click and the folder is created. So this is the folder, and the folder I'm using will usually be highlighted. The folder that is highlighted is the active folder. So this is the active folder. It is empty. Nothing is inside that folder in my library. So I'm going to show you how you can bring in documents into your library. There are so many ways you can do it. I'll just show you a few of them because I don't want this video to be rather too long. Now, you can add files by clicking on File, then Add Files. When you click on Add Files, a window will open, and Mendeley will want to know which file you want to add. So I have some PDF files on my laptop that I want to add, and I know where they're located. They're on my D drive, and I call them COVID-19 papers. So they're here, and I want to add them as documents that I want to use in a write-up. So I'll just select this first one here, and then I say open. Then it will be added to my library. You see it is here. It is already added to my library. If I want to open it and read it, annotate it, or send it to somebody else to whom we belong in a group in Mendeley, because you can create groups, private groups on Mendeley. Mendeley is it has the social media kind of component where you can interact with other researchers. So you can send them a PDF. You can maybe write some comments and whatever. So that you can also do. But if I want to open this PDF, I just double click on it and it will open. All right, double click on it and it will open. Then I can click here to close it and return back. Now, let me show you how you can add 2, 3 or more files at a time. So I just select one file and then I put my other finger on the control key on my laptop and then I select another file. So I'm going to add 2 files. I can add 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, so many at a time. Let me just add 2 right now. So I've added 2 more. 2 more, you will see they're here and they're here. So when you click on the file you've added, on the right hand side you will see information, the details of that file that you've added. Alright, so but another way I can add documents, I can add a whole folder of PDFs. What I've done is before this demonstration I downloaded some PDF files from Google Scholar to use. So you can download as many PDFs as you want, put them somewhere on your laptop, create a folder on your laptop and keep them, and then you can import them into your Mendeley desktop. Alright, so let me show you how to add a whole folder. So you come to File, you click on File, then you click on Folder, and Mendeley is going to ask you to select the folder you would like to import. So you have to know where that folder is. I know mine is here on the D drive. That is where it is. And then I know that I've called it COVID-19 papers. COVID-19 papers. So I'll look for COVID-19 papers. It is here. And I know I have up to 3 folders there. I have 3 folders there. So let me just import the first folder, folder 1. I select it and I click on OK. And then it is straight away coming into my library. So I've just added 10 new documents into my library that came in from folder 1. All right. Now, that is not the only way I can bring in documents. There are so many other ways. I'll just show you a few of them. So I can also drag and drop. I can drag and drop. All right. So let me keep this here so you can see. I move this a little bit. Then this folder, let me see if I can minimize this drive D. Let me minimize it a little bit. Now I'm going to drag. I'm going to drag folder 2 and drop it inside my Mendeley desktop library. I'll drag and drop it. How do I drag and drop it? I click on the folder and without releasing, I just pull it to my Mendeley desktop, the middle panel, and I just release it there. That's all. So all the PDFs in that folder are here. All of them are here. All right. So this is how you can bring in different documents into your library. Let me just show you quickly what I actually did. I went to Google Scholar. That's how I got all those PDF files. I came here to Google Scholar and I just typed coronavirus or COVID-19 or coronavirus infection, and then I look for PDF files, and I just downloaded them, and then I put them in different folders so I can use them. So that's basically what I did. I came to these websites. When you visit the websites of some of these journals, you can download the PDFs for free. Some you may have to pay, but a lot of them are free. You can always download the PDFs. So that's how I downloaded those PDFs that I'm using. All right, so that is a way to bring in documents. There are several other ways you can bring in documents, and I might not have all the time to show you, but there is another way that is called the web importer. Here, install web importer. If you click on this web importer and you install it, I already have it on my Google Chrome. It is here. Then I can use it to bring documents to my library. For example, if I want to take some of these documents, let me go to another page so I don't take the same documents. If I want to take in some of these documents into my library, all I need to do using the web importer, I click on Save to Mendeley. And when you are doing this, make sure you are signed in to your Mendeley account. Make sure you are signed in to your Mendeley web account. All right. So if you are signed in to your Mendeley web account, then you will be able to download using the web importer. All right. So I think I've put in some security measures here that is not allowing me to sign in at this point to be able to show you the web importer, but I have another video in YouTube where I've used the web importer. You may wish to look at it. Like I said, I want to make this video as brief as possible. So let me show you that you can add files manually. You can add files manually, and you can add them using another thing we call watch folder. Watch folder is you create a folder on your laptop and you ask Mendeley to watch that folder, and anytime you take PDF files and drop them inside that watch folder, they automatically come to your Mendeley desktop library. So you can also add references or documents or files manually. You select on manual, add manual entry, and the default is journal article, but you can click on the drop down arrow and change it to a book, books section, conference, proceeding, a web page, or whatever it is. And then you enter the details manually. You enter the authors, enter the journal name, the year, the volume, issue, the pages. And then there is something important here. If it is an unpublished work, you select exclude from Mendeley web catalog and then you save. But if it is a published work, you just leave it. You don't need to select unpublished work, and you just save it. Once you save it, it will be in your Mendeley library. All right. So probably maybe let me just make one small example. Let's assume it's a journal article and the title is the impact of COVID. The impact of COVID. The impact of COVID-19 in developing countries. Let's just assume that's the title. And who are the authors? Let's assume the first author, his first name is Hassan, and the surname is Ahmed. The surname is Ahmed. So by default, reference managers will recognize the second name as the surname. The second name is the surname. So I've added Hassan Ahmed. So Hassan will be abbreviated as H, and then Ahmed will be written in full as the surname or the last name. If I want to add another author, I will just press on enter, and then I can put another author's name. Another way to make the software know which is the surname is to put a comma after the name, then automatically the software knows that that is the surname. So let me just add another author, and let me say his name is Jeremy, and let me say that Jeremy is the surname, so I put a comma, and then I put the first name maybe as Robinson. All right. So by putting that comma after Jeremy, it means Jeremy is the surname. So Robinson will be abbreviated as R. Let me add maybe one more name this time around. Let me add a female name, maybe Rebecca. Rebecca, and her surname is Brown. All right. So like that, anytime you add a new author's name, you press enter, you add another one like that. So let me just leave it as 3 authors, and I click outside. You can see Jeremy is written in full, Robinson is abbreviated. And then you can see Brown is written in full and Rebecca is abbreviated because Brown is the surname. So let me call the journal name, this is just fictitious, Journal of COVID Research. Journal of COVID Research. And let me say it is in the year 2020. Let me say the volume is 3, the issue is 5, and that it is from pages 34 to 46, for example. Okay. If you have the abstract, you can put it there. If you have the URL, you put it there if you're entering manually. But usually you use the manual when the document is not available on internet. So this is very important when you come here. I'm going to select this on published work, exclude from Mendeley web catalog, so that Mendeley will not catalog it. And then I say save. So the reference has been added. You can see it here. All right, just that it doesn't have a PDF. But this is it here. These are the details. On the right panel, you can see the details. So that's how you bring in documents into your Mendeley library. Now, something very important that I want to show you is anytime you make changes in your Mendeley desktop, always click on sync. Sync. This sync is very important. It will synchronize your library with the Mendeley web so that what you have on the Mendeley desktop will be the same as what you have on the Mendeley web here in your Mendeley web library. For example, I created a new folder. I call it COVID-19. Let's see if it is here. See, it is here. It is also available on the Mendeley web. All right. So the same thing I have on the Mendeley desktop, I also have it on my Mendeley web. So it is good to always synchronize both ways. All right, synchronize both ways. So this COVID-19, this is COVID-19. I have more documents here than I have on the web. So let me synchronize so that the same number of documents is available. All right, especially that I have a good number of PDF files that I've added, and I'm not yet seeing them here, so you need to keep synchronizing so that whatever you have in the Mendeley desktop, you will also have the same thing on the Mendeley web. All right, so it is very important that you sync. Always click on this anytime you make changes, sync, so that your documents will be saved on the internet. All right, so I want to show you something pretty important, and this is how you can use Mendeley desktop to cite while you write. In order to be able to do this, you will need to make sure that you have the Microsoft Word plugin installed on your Microsoft Word. Now, to ensure that this is installed on your Microsoft Word, on your Mendeley desktop, come to Tools, and then when you click on Tools, you will see the option Install MS Word Plugin. Mine is showing Uninstall MS Word Plugin because I've already installed it. And I don't want to uninstall now. All right, so Yours, if you've not done this before, you will see install MS Word plugin. Just click on it, follow the prompt, and say OK, and then it will install the Microsoft Word plugin. Now, please ensure that when you are doing this, that your Microsoft Word documents are all closed. Please ensure that you are not opening any Microsoft Word until you have finished the installation of the MS Word plugin. So when you're doing this, make sure Microsoft Word is closed, and then you click on install MS Word plugin. After you've done that, you can open your Microsoft Word. You can open your Microsoft Word and come under references. You look under references, you will see the Mendeley icon. Once you see this Mendeley icon here and here, you can be sure that you've installed the Microsoft Word plugin and it is ready for use. Alright, so I'm going to show you how we use Mendeley desktop library while we are writing, how we use it to write. Let me just quickly show you. So I've just drafted this rough write-up just for the purpose of this demonstration. Now let's assume that I want to put a reference after this word wet market. I want to put in a reference here, so I put my cursor where I want the reference to be, and then I go up the menu in my Microsoft Word to references. I'm using Microsoft Word 2016. If you're using 2010 or whatever, it doesn't matter, just go under references, click references, and then click on insert citation. So I want to put a citation here. So I click on insert citation. Another small window opens, and I'll click on go to Mendeley, and it opens my Mendeley desktop automatically. It goes to my Mendeley desktop automatically. So make sure that when you are writing your Mendeley desktop, you sign into it. It is open, ready for use, and your Mendeley web, especially if it's the first time you're using Mendeley web, you will need internet so that you can register the software and then be backing up your documents. But by the time you get all the documents you need in your Mendeley desktop library, whether there is internet or not, you can always use Mendeley to cite while you write. So let's assume that I want to put in this first reference. So I just click on it. By clicking on it, I'm selecting it. Then I go up the menu. You can see this like inverted commas, two of them. There's something written there. It says cite. So I click on this inverted commas, these two inverted commas, and this citation will be added where I've indicated on my cursor. So the citation has just been added, Kai et al. 2020. Now let's say I want to add another reference here after this word, droplets. Okay, respiratory droplets. I want to add another reference there. In fact, I want to add two references. So I bring in my cursor, I put my cursor, I go back to references, and I click on insert citation. And then I go to Mendeley, and then I select the two references. I can add 2, 3, or more citations if I want. For the purpose of this demonstration, I just want to add 2, so I click the first one. I put my other finger on the control key on my laptop, and then I select another one. I can jump and select different ones. So let me just jump and select with one finger on the control key on my laptop. I can keep selecting other citations that I want to add. Now I just want to add these 2. I've selected 2, and then I click on here, cite, and then these 2 will be added. Mogadas et al. 2020 and Showman et al. 2020. They have been added. So I have 3 citations I've added. How do I generate my list of references or my bibliography? How do I generate it? So I'll just tell Mendeley where I want my bibliography to be by putting my cursor I'll put my cursor here, and then I go to the menu. I click on references, and then this is where my Mendeley software, where the menu is, and then I'll choose the item on the menu that says insert bibliography. Insert bibliography. I've already put my cursor where I want the bibliography to be, and so I click on insert bibliography. So the references will be inserted here automatically. So I have 3 references. Now I need to do this only once. Once I've done it, even if I save my document after 1 year or 2 years, whatever, anytime I add another new reference, automatically it will be added to my list of references. So I have 3 references here, for example. Let me add another reference after this word virus. So I go to reference, I go to insert citation, I click on go to Mendeley, and then let me add 2 more. I select this Saad, and then let me select a Siri, and then let me click on cite in the menu, and it will send these 2 references to my write-up. See them, Asiri et al. 2013 and Saad et al. 2014, and automatically they're in my list of references. Asiri is here. Then let's look for Saad, because it's in alphabetical order. Saad is here, automatically added. So you can see how easy it is. If I want to change the citation style to another citation style, currently I'm using the upper citation style, American Psychological Association, 7th edition. 7th edition. Some people might still be using the 6th edition, but the 7th edition has already been launched several months ago, and some of us are already using it. The 7th edition, you can go online and look at the differences between the 6th and the 7th edition. So if I want to change to another citation style, I can just choose it here, like IEEE. IEEE is here. See, it has changed automatically. See, it has changed to IEEE, the engineering citation style. I can change to other citation styles that are already here, or I can add more citation styles by clicking here on more styles. More styles. If I click on more styles, and make sure you are on internet, you have internet access, then you can come here and look at the styles that you've that are already installed, and some that are not yet installed on your software. For example, those of you who are still using upper 6, when you come here, you can look for upper 7th, and you can install it, and then you'll be able to use it. So you can look for the citation style you want here, and just click on it and add it, and then you can use it. If it is not there, you want more styles, you can go to get more styles, click on get more styles, and here there are literally thousands of styles based on journals. They have them here. For example, let me see if there is Acta Tropica. Yes, Acta Tropica is here. If I want to use the citation style of Acta Tropica, I'll just click on install so that it will be installed so that I can use it. And I click here, done. Alright, then I come back to my reference, and then I'm going to choose to use that Acta Tropica. So I return back here and I go to more styles, and then I'm going to look for Acta Tropica. It is here because I've installed it, and I'll say use this style, and then I say done. So it has changed to the Acta Tropica style. Acta Tropical style. Alright, so my system EndNote is interfering because I use EndNote also. So let me just close all those small windows of EndNote. EndNote is another reference manager, very fantastic and very wonderful. The only disadvantage I can see with EndNote is that it is not free. You need a license to use it. I have a license from the university to use EndNote X7, So that's why I have it on my system. Now this is how you use Mendeley. Alright, there are so many other things you can do with your Mendeley library, but this is just 10% of what Mendeley can do for you. The other 90%, you will need to explore it for yourself. I have some videos that you can take a look at online in YouTube. You can go to YouTube and maybe you can just type my name and then with the word Mendeley, and you can search for other videos I've produced on Mendeley, how you can use Mendeley. I have other videos, you can take a look at them. I have a video on using Mendeley Web Importer in Firefox and all that, so you can take a look at some of those my videos. If you have questions, you can send your questions to me. You can email me those questions if you have them. You can email, let me give you my email. In the YouTube you'll see my email, but let me just write it somewhere here. This is my email. You can send me an email if you have some challenges. Maybe we can arrange how to go about it. This is my email. Alright, so you can send your questions to this email. Alright, so I hope that you can use Mendeley and that you would enjoy using it. It's a very wonderful, fantastic software for managing references, and it is free. You don't need to pay anything to use it, and it is very user friendly, and you can do a lot with Mendeley. You can bring in different documents and you can open them, read them by just double clicking on any of these documents. I can open them and read them. See, I can open this, read it to see how relevant it is to my work, and if I want I can make it full screen. If I want I can zoom in, zoom out. I can even highlight. I can do so many things. Alright, and you can belong to groups. You can belong to groups. You can even create a group and invite your friends. Alright, so and these groups, when you create them, they will also be available on your Mendeley web account. You can see the public groups I belong to. You can create private groups where you share PDFs with friends. So there is a lot you can do. So I just encourage you to explore Mendeley and you will enjoy using it. You can use it, format your references for your research work, do a lot, make friends. Let me show you, for example, this is my account and I have friends from different parts of the world. And those friends, we interact from time to time. So you can see this is my profile. These are groups I belong to. These are some of my core authors. I have followers and people I'm following. So I can interact with different people around the world. So this social media component looks, it's a very nice innovation in Mendeley. And you can use it to link up with a lot of people. So explore Mendeley and enjoy using it, and I'm sure you will be happy to use this